Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, Schoolboy, here with another roast and review of Belle Collective. Before we go ahead and get started, I'll go ahead and get some housekeeping out of the way. If you haven't checked it out, our first official episode of Hotline Bling Chat Room, produced by me and Chef Don Don, Chef Don Don production, um, is officially dropped. Our first episode dropped uh, on 11/10/2023. It features Shayla Set, myself, Chase, and Chef Don Don. It's a virtual talk show discussing reality TV, fashions, and hot topics. Child, y'all got to hurry up, get over there to Chef Don Don's channel because I'm telling you, the reads, the drags, the everything, it was giving. It was an amazing episode. Thank you for all the love and support. And for those who have checked it out and gave us positive reviews, our next episode drops next week. Same time, 10:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central Time. On Chef Don Don's channel. So if you are not subscribed to Chef Don Don's channel, make sure you get over there. Hit the notification bell button. Well, subscribe, hit the notification bell button, and make sure so anytime that a new episode drops, you guys will be able to get that episode. All right. Now, let's get into this. This is the Belle Collective Review, Season 4, Episode 1, Belle Biv the Rodeo. The episode opens up with Tamara Cherie showing her getting her ultrasound of her and Damon's bundle of joy. They talk about how unbelievable it is, and he cries a little, and they're happy to see the baby. The doctor says she will be a high-risk pregnancy due to the fibroids being removed and how many she had removed. And she will have to have a C-section since her uterus is so sensitive. It would be safer just to go ahead and have a C-section. The doctor says he's happy she's pregnant and everything is working out great. It was a great moment to see that, within the show. You see Damon, he's, almost crying, and, it's just a great thing. They're seeing the baby, and it is amazing to actually see that, and for, just to watch the episode. Like, it was a dope thing. I'm glad that everything worked out between her and Damon. They're happy. They got the pregnancy. I'm glad for them. Okay. Next scene opens up with Letisha coming to meet Sophia at a cowboy and boot store. Sophia invites the girls to go to the rodeo. Everyone, even though there has been some issues in the group, i.e. Latrice is really who she's trying to, because now that Selena cannot be on set anymore and that is banned from set, now she's going to focus it now back onto Latrice and all the issues that she may have with her. So now we're going to move the focal point. Let's move the goalpost over to Latrice, which at this point, you and Latrice still ain't even really got no real beef. But okay, girl, we gonna let you go ahead and believe that. So Letisha's acting like she's so over little boozy and flirting with the dude that's bringing the cowboy boots. And I'm just like, girl, you and him and this Tubi acting and all of this mess, it's ridiculous. It's getting on my nerves. It's getting on everybody else's nerves. You ain't gonna leave him. He ain't gonna leave you. So let's stop the fake ass telenovela, because it's really not working for us. Sophia brings up the brunch and the panelists and brings up Latrice drinking a fifth of Remy, which I think is, girl, you putting 20 on 10 on that comment. Instead of mimosas, and how everyone is supposedly talking about how Latrice showed out on the panel. Here's my deal. From my understanding, people that responded to my tweets about this several months ago say that no one was offended by that 9 to 5 statement. That statement that Latrice made, and it definitely is being played up for the camera, because nobody was even offended. It was never even brought up in that manner. Nobody was in there tripping off of that. This definitely is being played up by Carlos King and production to be a bigger issue than what it really honestly is, because again, nobody has any storylines. So let's create something. Let's make an issue off something. let's, push a certain narrative. So, Letisha claims she regrets having Latrice on the panel since everyone was so offended by the 9 to 5 comments. She doesn't want her views to reflect how she feels on women's empowerment. Again, you couldn't empower me to go around the corner. You can't even empower yourself to leave the ninja that you got that almost made you a stepmama. So at this point, Letisha, you and these fake empowerment brunches, y'all can go on ahead with this scam because I'm not even believing it. I wouldn't go anything she has based off that she really cannot get her own self out of her own way when it comes to her husband, and you still got little boozy out here playing these high school games with you, and you're willing to do all this and exploit your marriage on national TV. So at this point, me, Letisha, and her Tyler Perry wigs, in my opinion, can go the hell away from me with this, but whatever. So we open up the next scene with Essie and Marie talking about the yearly lupus gala that they put on. Letisha pulls up to the office and they get to talking about about doing a house flipping deal between each other's company to turn them into assisted living homes. They already have one property secured. They're working on currently, and she's there to propose another property deal. Essie says she was quote unquote fasting from social media. And we know Essie and Marie live on social media because they like to go back and forth with people on Twitter, okay? Because I didn't have my rounds with them as well, which is annoying as hell. But anyways, Essie says, hey, after she was quote unquote fasting, she also happens to come across an interview with Latrice did, and she says she's not friends with any of the people on the show. They are co-workers. Come on. Like every reality TV show, we go through this so much. We know that people are co-workers with certain people, and that's really what it is. It's no shade to it. It's nothing that, is a slight to anybody. It's just what it is. Folks know that they are co-workers. A lot of these people do not intermingle with each other on a day-to-day. A lot of these people are not really close friends. It's a job. Y'all meet up, y'all leave. So all of this fake outrage that Letisha and Marie are trying to have, you can blow it out your behind because it's really stupid. Letisha makes the comment that Latrice is drunk, must be drunk in the interview. Marie says being drunk makes you lie like that. And I'm like, Marie, you and your Michael Jackson nose and that diaper booty boss BBL really are pushing it. You have no storyline either. If you're not exploiting your son, Jerez, if you're not exploiting that sham of a marriage that you had, and if you're not exploiting your mama, you really don't have nothing to talk about. What are we really doing here? At this point, I'm sick of Marie and this fake beef that is one-sided between her and Letisha. Between her and Latrice. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Then Marie begins to sew this battery and put this battery in this into she begins so the Marie gets to like put this battery in Letisha's back to say Latrice wants her life and she wasn't trying to be around until she got booked up with these brunches and she wants a piece of the pie. Girl, don't nobody want Letisha life. She don't even want her life. So why would anybody else want her damn life with her cheating husband? Don't nobody want Lil Boozy and ain't nobody hating on her. Like Marie's really got a sick, twisted, gutter snipe issue with trying to really pump and put this venom, and she really just has a major disdain. It reminds me of Tasha K with Cardi B. It's a sick hard on, and it's ridiculous at this point. Marie is so negative and nasty and hateful. She's running around here bitter at Latrice for stuff that happened with her, that they tried to expose her business. And I really want her to stop bringing it up and get a damn storyline. Like, for real, I'm just right there with it. Letisha claims she thinks she's insecure, which that's not the case. To me, she's the one that's insecure, and that's why she don't want to leave Lil Boozy. Letisha claims she's going to have a conversation with Latrice, and I'm like, child, whatever. Whatever. Because that conversation I already know ain't gonna go nowhere. So we move on to Tambra and Latrice meeting up to have dinner. Tambra says she wants to keep her pregnancy secret and to wait a little while longer, so she don't tell Latrice anything. Latrice says she doesn't have an issue with Sophia, but she knows this group that will harbor and have ill will and all these feelings after a situation and hold on to it because they just want an issue. They wanted an issue to begin in the first place. So any slight issue, y'all just gonna keep pandering into it, which I totally agree with Latrice on that. Because now it just seems like between Latrice and Tambra, that is Tambra Cherie, that's who they ganging up on. Because they are not getting down with their BS. So now the rest of them want to gang on them, which I feel is so childish. Please, everybody, grow the hell up. Tambra agrees with her about the group harboring issues. Latrice says she has had some issue with fibroids recently, and even though she isn't looking to have kids right now at the moment, she doesn't want it to affect her future. Tambra says it can, but it necessarily doesn't have to, and not to worry. So we move on to the day of the rodeo, and everyone is showing up and everyone hugs. Willie gets on a bull and takes a picture, and then here comes Letisha and Lil Boozy walk in. And Letisha, these wigs, again, these Tyler Perry ass wigs are terrible. I don't know they're not plucking these wigs right. The lace looks, you could tell that it's lace. It's just horrible. I don't know who's giving you. I don't know if that's from Marie's wig line because she be walking around with them terrible finger waves and them terrible wigs. I don't know what's going on. So after they walk in, they go get their seats at the rodeo. Letisha tells Lil Boozy, she's irritated that he invited Cliff to sit behind them. He's all in their marriage as of late, and she's not interested in him trying to feed her popcorn because he's showing out. And to be honest, like, please stop the Tubi movie. Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm really over it. And then, to me, they've been playing with their marriage. Let's be honest. Little Boozy ain't just popping up on her. He's microphoned up anytime you see him. So y'all know he's gonna be there. Let's stop all this cap and all of this. Oh, he's stalking his wife. He ain't stalking his damn wife. He know he's supposed to be there in them scenes. Like, it's getting ridiculous. And I really want them to stop faking it. They decide to have everyone, after that, Sophia and JJ decide to have everyone to meet at the bar after the rodeo to have drinks. Marie finally brings her and her diaper booty and her Michael Jackson nose to the bar since she missed the rodeo being on mom duty. Marie is sitting next to Latrice and Tambra, and really, I don't get the issue except that all her issues are made up in her mind. Everyone is divided. Latrice and Cliff and Tambra have their own toast at the end of the bar without the collective group. Marie begins to throw shots and tell Lil Boozy that they have their run-ins, but why you got Letisha ordering your food? Shouldn't Cliff do that? And I'm just like, girl, you need to either get you a man and get you some business, because really, ma'am, you need a storyline. I can't. He said, just because I'm friends with him, shouldn't it be an issue? Marie says, well, you're putting him before your marriage. He says, well, you was trying to move her to a whole apartment away from her family, and that wasn't right. And I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up, okay? Let's be clear. That house that they were in earlier in the first part of this season, or however they got this broke up with Owen and Carlos King and these dumbass split seasons, that was the confessional house that they filmed out of. That is not Marie's property. So that's BS, okay? That's BS, okay? He came there because he was mic'd up because he was supposed to be there. Again, stop the cap. The men go off to slam beers at the end of the bar. Letisha, Sophia, Akeisha, Letisha, and Sophia are talking, and Letisha says, since Lil Boozy is close to Cliff, he's picking up his mannerism when he talks to her. Akeisha says he needs to quit dipping all in y'all marriage and worry about his own home. And Akeisha, I'm gonna keep a $150 with you. Keep lying around on this TV show, and you won't have a marriage for very long. Your damn self. I'm just gonna say that. Letisha claims Cliff is causing issues in their marriage, and I call BS. Lil Boozy is causing his own issues. Y'all been had issues. This was way before he was talking to Cliff and being cool with Cliff. So let's get off the gas. And Letisha and her Tyler Perry wigs are a whole nother issue on her own. Then Letisha brings up what Latrice said in her interview about them being co-workers. And let's be honest, all of this fake outrage is so stupid over that comment. Girl, bye. Latrice and Letisha meet up in the next scene to speak to one another. She asks for advice from Latrice about her speaking engagement, and Letisha says she's been doing a lot of healing and how she has dealing with a lot of healing, and how Latrice has offended her guests on the panel and at the brunch. Now, mind you, some people were on Twitter that let me know that no one was offended. Okay, so this is a storyline that they're trying to push because they didn't have any storylines. So this is something that's trying to be pumped up way bigger than what it was. That no one was offended by anything she said. Latrice says she doesn't have anything against anybody with a 9-to-5. That makes the world go round. Letisha gets upset and says Latrice is wrong and she needed to see that she was wrong for saying what she said. And I'm like, Letisha, you can't even check your own husband, and you sit up here trying to check Latrice over making a comment about a 9-to-5. Girl, don't nobody want to work a 9-to-5. Hell, I ain't even got a 9-to-5 right now, and I was tired of working a 9-to-5 and working for somebody else. That's why I'm more focused into my passion right now than having a 9-to-5. Like, come on. She begins to say if she's coming to do a job, she should be drunk off Remy. And Latrice says, I'm not going to let you tear me down in this moment. When Letisha is hollering and while Letisha is hollering in these bad wigs, Latrice says she doesn't trust anyone in the group and they're all against her. And she's absolutely right. Because all of this fake outrage, again, Letisha, you don't even have this energy to Little Boozy. You need to direct that to your husband and the fact that he can't keep his community peen to himself. That right there is in a joke in itself. Letisha then brings up the interview about them being co-workers, and Latrice says she's more than a co-worker, and Letisha says she's caused too much friction between her and Diaper Booty Marie, and she's done defending Latrice. Latrice apologized to her, and Letisha says, you always apologize, and they go back to doing it again, and I'm not doing it. And I'm like, girl, your friendship is not valued that high. Latrice says, well, since everyone has an issue with me, let me go ahead and remove myself from everyone, and y'all can go ahead and have it. And I was with Latrice on that. Y'all go ahead and have it. I wouldn't even be going back and forth with these miserable women because Marie is the biggest gutter snipe and so miserable, and she really needs to find something to do. I'm so sick of Marie. I am so sick of Marie. And Letisha don't even have her own brain cell because her butt is so far up Marie's behind. It's ridiculous. You are so Tommy and so flip-floppy. Grow the hell up. So Latrice said, so since Latrice says that, you know, basically y'all can have it, and I'm not worried about none of y'all. I don't think about none of y'all like that, so it ain't even no big deal. And she felt like the way she came at her was worse than anything that Cliff has ever said and done to her in their marriage. She left and she said she was done with the conversation, and that was end of the episode. There wasn't much to this episode. There wasn't much at all. I mean, it was very boring. I think I checked in and out of most of it. But that was the review of Belle Collective. Episode 1 of season 4. It's gonna be a long season, and I'm probably not gonna like Marie even more this season. Her or her Michael Jackson knows. and her botched BBL. Well, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Thank y'all for watching. But just as time before I leave out of here, I gotta let y'all know to make sure y'all follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, which are scrolling on the bottom of the screen. If you would like to go ahead and donate to the channel, y'all can go ahead and do that via Cash App or Venmo. That is on the screen. And as well as make sure y'all check out every Friday night at 10:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central, Hotline Bling on Chef Don Don's channel. Make sure y'all go over there, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so that every Friday when the episodes drop, you can go ahead and watch the episodes with us. Look out for me later on this week. Monday, I will have 2 lives. One will be Real Housewives of Potomac. One will be also Married to Medicine. I also will be on giving you the Real Teas channel, Terrence's channel, with the Whether You Like It or Not panel for the Real Housewives of Potomac review on Monday nights. Make sure y'all have a blessed weekend, safe weekend, and happy Veterans Day to all of the veterans that may be watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and push the video through the algorithm. Thank you, y'all.